So welcome to the lesson of Banzhaf Power Index. So in this lesson, we'll define the Banzhaf Power Index and also find the Banzhaf Power Index for a weighted voting system. The Banzhaf Power Index, derived by John F. Banzhaf III in 1965, determined the power of a voter in a weighted voting system. Remember, the Banzhaf Power Index of voter V can be computed by Banzhaf Power Index or BPIV is equals to the number of times voter V is a critical voter all over the number of times any voter is a critical voter. In calculating Banzhaf Power Index, first, we need to list all winning coalitions. Second, in each coalitions, identify the players who are critical, then count how many times each player is critical, then lastly, convert these counts to fractions or decimal by dividing by the total number of times any player is critical. So I have the list of winning coalitions. So how do we get 625? It's because 250 for A plus 375 for B is equals to 625. And 375 for B plus 200 for C is equals to 575. Then 375 for B plus 175 for D is equals to 550. Then we have 250 for A plus 375 plus 200 for C is equals to 825. And 250 plus 375 plus 175 is equals to 800. Then 250 plus 200 plus 175 is equals to 625. 375 plus 200 plus 175 equals 750. Then the lastly 250 plus 375 plus 200 plus 175 is equals to 1000. And that's how we get the number of votes. I have here the list of the winning coalitions and critical voters for each winning coalition in example 8. So we have 501 quota, and now we will find the BPI for A, B, C, and D. BPI for A is equals to 2 all over 12. We have here 2 because we look under the critical voters column and find that A is a critical voter twice. The number of times voter V is a critical voter all over the number of times any voter is a critical voter. So 2 divided by 12 is equals to 0.17. Next, for the BPI for B is equals to 6 all over 12 equals 6 all over 12 is equals to 0.50. Then for the BPI of C is equals to 2 all over 12 again. 2 divided by 12 is equals to 0.17. Lastly, for the BPI of D is equals to 2 all over 12. So 2 divided by 12 is equals to 0.17. Hence, voter B has the highest Banzhaf Power Index.